Oh, you know it's a great stream when Confetti Yeti is already here. Already popping off in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Wrong button. That's the button I wanted to press. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Another week. Another bobbin to thread. The classic. Yes, we're starting out right away. Doing a little maintenance. Because I did some offline sewing last week. I was about to go live on Friday. And then I just started sewing. And then I didn't stop to hit record. It was kind of nice. It was the first time I did any type of sewing offline since I started the stream. And yeah, it was good to do. It was a little like a little overdue, I think. So it was nice to do. But we're back. And what did we do while we were offline? Well, great question, dear viewer. We reworked our front fly because I had this weird little lip and the front wasn't sitting properly. So it doesn't really look all that different, but I basically redid the entire zipper. I added the bottom, so that's pant leg. And then I did the same on the back here. So just kind of cleaned it up a little bit, nothing too crazy. What we're gonna do today is we are going to combine front and back and then put on the waistband. And then we're basically done already. So a little bit of a shorter one today, maybe, hopefully be a short one. Hopefully the waistband is easy. We'll fly through it, no issues. And I'll be walking out of here in a new pair of shorts. That's the goal, that's the dream. We'll see what happens. So anywho, how are we all doing today? What's new? What's good? What's bad? What's terrible? Clean this up a little bit. I forgot what I was working on the shorts when the bobbin ran out. Now that I think about it, am I missing something still? When did that run out? Great question. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. Or maybe we won't. All right, let me get the camera on. Let's get set up and let's sew. Perfect. Great. Lovely. Tuck all this hair away. Fun fact, I've only had longer hair for like a year. I used to have short hair, so I'm not really used to this length of hair. A little hobby lore for you. All right, have I got everything set? Are we good? How are we looking? Very good, very nice. So we are going to do some right sides facing. Actually, maybe adjust my camera a wee bit more. That's better. Right sides facing. And we are going to connect these pieces. I was looking at this the other day, and I did notice They don't line up perfectly. Could be better. It could be better. But I think it should be okay. That's that side, and I just want to eyeball this side a little bit too. See what we're working with before we do it. Little preparation. Let's see, and is it a problem the pockets there? No. It's okay. A-okay. And I think that lines up too. The one thing I want to try to line up on this side is I have my little strip down here and I have it on the front. So ideally, we would have it line up properly on the sides so that we go straight across and we don't have a little bump in the strip. Am I going to be skilled enough to do that? Did I line things up good enough to do that? I don't know. It kind of looks like it can. Maybe I should pin it. Seems like a wise choice, does it not? Those look slightly different to me for some reason. I don't know why they look different, but they do. Hang on, I have a cable in my face. Go away, please. Good enough. Just hide it in my hair. Right, anyway. A pin. Well, I pinned it, but I don't really know if that doesn't look lined up. Does it? I think that should be okay. I'll start on the other side just to be safe. Let's warm up over here. Then we'll go to the more sensitive side. And try to line these up as good as I can. I think it looks pretty good. The length seems to be lining up pretty well. So just because I eyeballed this, I think I eyeballed it decently enough that we won't run into issues. But this is sewing with the homies, so we do find the issues. Even where we think they don't exist, we find them. It's our specialty. All right, ready? Let's sew. Are we gonna break the machine today? What's gonna happen? Pocket down. Pocket up. Pocket down. Right? Let's go pocket down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow your roll, buddy. Slow your roll. think that was okay. Let's take a little look. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad. That's pretty cool. That's about the length I was looking for. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Good start. Strong start. Now, let's try this side. And I will do one more. I got a little accent going on there, a little twang. I'm gonna try one more time to line this up, just to make sure our stripe is as stripy as possible. Stripe, strip, whatever this is. Okay, we're all lined up on the side. And we just want this bit to be even. Please be even. Maybe I'll start at the bottom. When I cut this, I messed up a little bit on the bottom part. I cut it upside down, and I kind of curved it in when I think it should have went a little bit more out. So these pieces don't entirely line up, but luckily this will all be in the hem. So hopefully that won't be too visible. All right, enough dilly-dallying around. Let's put this together and make a perfectly straight line with the strip here. No problem, right? Easy, easy, easy. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be perfect. Could have done this from the other side actually, now that I'm looking at this again, but it's okay. Oh, my machine is making some noises. Uh-oh. What happened? Something's wrong with the bobbin again. Yep, there is just a giant wad of thread down here. Love it. Very good. Great. Wow. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Ah, it's like a work of art. I honestly don't understand how much, or how that much thread just comes out in like an instant. Oh, it looks like we're starting to have issues even down here. Okay, well, the real question here is, did we line up the stripe? Almost. We slightly missed. Rats. Oh, darn. Okay. Well, we try again, I guess. Although, what is the condition of this bobbin now? What is this? Literally, what is that? Why even? How even? Well, there we go. I'm gonna get maintenance on this machine in a couple weeks, and wow, I really hope it fixes some of these things, because otherwise, yeah, not sure what to do about all these little issues that I have here and there. They didn't always happen like this. Maybe it's the material I'm using, but I'm gonna say more that this thing just needs a little help. Okay, well, this is the first issue we had, and this will be the only one today, right? No more. No more issues. Okay. Maybe we should get... Where's my side? Hello? Maybe we should get a little bit of this thread out of the way. I don't know, what do you think? I think it looks great, but maybe we clean it up a touch. I think we do. Goodbye, bird's nest. Maybe we should seam rip a little bit too. Clean it up a touch, shall we? Started to mess up basically at the bottom of this pocket here, so I'm gonna go all the way down just to make sure we have some solid stitches on our sides. Oh shit! No, I was seam ripping the wrong seam. Nay! Hold for Doma. Alright. I think I could just... I think that's okay. It's fine, people, it's fine. Nobody panic, especially the one wearing the camera. Don't panic. We should just redo the seam now. I mean, it's not like back stitch right here, so let's just redo the whole damn thing. Should we test the machine again first before we run this through again as well? Maybe a wise choice. Actually, we need to reattach a pocket anyway right there, so I'll just do it on this piece. What's the worst that could happen? I think that was okay. Let's maybe do one more little test. How about that? How's that sound? I think that sounds good. I'm gonna layer this up too to make it kind of similar to what we're working on over here. Yeah, I think it's okay. Probably won't be as soon as I start sewing again, but it's okay right now. So let's trust it. And let's assume that was just a one-off. Just a little prank. Just a little ha-ha from our little brother here. Oh, you. All right. Let's do it again. This time, we can line up the stripes perfectly. The first one was just a test, right? So now we'll get it. Just gonna clean up some of these old threads in here a little bit. I was thinking I want like a little mini lint roller or something for when I'm trying to get these threads out. I think that would probably work. And it'd be nice instead of having to just sit here and like, I don't know, paw at this until it comes out. There's got to be a better way. Simply must be a better way. Alrighty. Side seam, meet side seam. Is that better? I can't tell. We're just gonna trust that it is. And I'm gonna pin it again. All right, and I'm gonna go from this side. Attempt number 2. Let's go. Are you lined up? I don't know. This is kind of wonky at the bottom, not gonna lie. A little wonky. At least the machine didn't blow up this time. Okay, are the stripe, is the stripe lined up? Or are we looking even worse than before? Let's find out. Okay. Yeah, not great. Actually worse. Definitely a little bit worse. That sucks. Okay. I'm over it. I think the hem roll that I'm thinking of doing is gonna cover up like just that amount, so maybe we can work this though. Overall though, I am digging this look. Got that. This. Yeah. I kind of pulled it, I think, a little bit, and I think it's going up here, which kind of sucks. I definitely had it better the first time. But I'm not so bothered by it. Minor details. Okay, we should press this, and then we'll do a top stitch down the sides. And then we start dealing with this guy. I haven't done any interfacing on these. I don't know if that's gonna be an issue, but I don't know. I only ever use interfacing. I just always assume that I should or will with the weight of the fabrics I'm doing. These are slightly heavier, but I just want to see what happens when I don't use it. Will I notice a difference if I don't use interfacing? Do you notice a difference when you don't use interfacing? I don't know, so I'm gonna find out. It will make it slightly more annoying to figure out which is the right or wrong side, since there won't be interfacing on it, but I could just mark that real quick and then solve that issue. So yeah, let's experiment a little bit. I will press this down. I want to press it towards the back. I need one of those, what are they called? Sewing or tailoring ham things or something like that. I need things so I can press this properly. I guess I could do it over the end. But... Annoying. No. I don't know which one's the actual side seam. I thought it was this one, but I think it's actually this one. Yes, it is. I don't even know what I'm pressing. Now, oh yeah, we top stitch. Now we top stitch. Why do I still have these paints here? I guess just as an example for my lovely art. I'll do top stitch on this side first because we won't see it on this side. And yes, this again. This wonky positioning. So how did I do that last time? I think I want to feed in this entire side. Just jam everything in there. Exactly what you're supposed to do. There we go. This is so weird. I swear there's a better way to do this that I just don't comprehend. But this should work. It's happening right there. Yeah, doesn't that top stitch look, I can't say it, top stitch? Doesn't that look great? You definitely see it, right? This one we will be able to see though. Let's see, if I do it this way, how do I keep all the rest of that out of the way? Still doesn't seem right to me, but I also don't see how else to do it, and this works. So let's jam everything through again. Perfect. Oh, wait, but we want it the other way. Oh, it seems so wrong. Okay. So this way we're gonna go up. Do we just keep everything out of the way on this side now? I guess. All right, just trying to get everything laid out here. Who am I saying sorry to? Myself? Guess so. That's okay, self. Oh, I'm going crazy. I don't know if I'm actually... No, I'm like way off. What am I doing over here? So worried about being flat, I'm not even looking at where I'm going. Don't really think I'm on the thread either. Or not the thread, but the seam. There I am. Okay, well, we did something. Let's get that out, please. How does that one look? Sure. Fine. Yeah, let's go with it. Do I... Probably sew together the middle seam too, right? Finally serge and sew the inseam together, yeah. Let's do that part 2. Where the hell am I? Oh, here we go. So this is probably where it's going to continue to get interesting because, well, that's already something. I was just guessing. I was just guessing on the length for what I should cut the front and back to be, but like, look at that. That is something. Right. Will these even work? That's actually a question I didn't entirely think about. We have like a full inch more of fabric on the front than we do in the back. When and how did that happen? It's not been the first time that I've had to go through and just cut off some like excess fabric, but this is a bit much. And it's really gonna show on this side when those seams are nowhere near lined up with the stripe. Ooh. Not looking good. Not looking good. Let's just put it together. Because not really... Well... I'm going to put it together. And if it's not lining up, then maybe I could use this as an opportunity to add more fabric in right here to square this off. And then I could keep adding opposite colors in there. I would do black fabric here, and then to correct it on this side, I would do yellow again. Turn our mistake into another piece of interest, or point of interest. That should work, right? How did I go so wrong? Where did I stray so far? Did I just not account for like the hem on the back? Maybe? I don't know. I'm very confused on how this big of an issue happened. That's a pretty big issue. All right. On to the other side, I guess. Oh boy. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, what's it look like? I might go do a quick try on just to see how bad it is. And if we're able to salvage this, I think we can. They look good when you don't look too close. Yeah, let me, ooh, that is terrible in the back. That is so bad. Oof. Yeah, I think I just... No, what did I do there? I have no idea. Okay, let me... Oh, it's fairy dust. Hey, fairy dust. Hey, you showed up at just the right time for a terrible, terrible mistake. I have no idea what the hell I did wrong here, but it's wrong. It's pretty wrong. But I made the mistake very, very early on. Maybe these shorts are just shorter than we thought. Maybe these shorts are gonna be way shorter than I thought. Oi. Hold for Doma. Okay. If you can't decide it's a mistake, you might as well highlight the mistake. Now you're thinking with a sewing with a homie's mindset. Thank you. Let me try on real quick. And I won't mute so that you get the live reaction of how terrible this is. As far as Twitch TOS is concerned, I definitely am wearing pants still. Don't question it. Thank you. Okay, okay. Well, they're on. Can you see the issue? It's on the center, or like side, middle, whatever the hell I'm trying to say. It's on the inside. Oh yeah, you can definitely see it there. But when this is all rolled, also these are gonna be shorter. Yeah, pretty damn short. Who likes short shorts? Do I have a good way of showing you? Do I just have to stand on the chair and rotate around again? Anyway, how you doing, Fairy Dust? You work on your shirt anymore? Did you spend days upon days mowing your lawn again? How's it going? I don't really know where, but like something happened to like the fit of these at some point. I don't really know how that part changed, but they're not bad. I just thought this would be way more straightforward than I thought it was going to be. Okay, well, we still need to put on the waistband. Who wears short shorts? We wear short shorts. You're probably a little young to know that song. Come on. Come on, fairy dust. How old do you think I am? I don't know if I answer that, but how? Currently working on the shirt. Get a mow tomorrow, nice. I already know. I already know the routine. All right, well, I don't know how else to show this because I don't have my tripod set up. So I'm just gonna stand up on this chair and circle around. The color of my nails! Thank you, Plant Witch. Thank you, Willow. Thank you, thank you. This is Hollow Taco. But they're a little... I need to redo them. This is just one coat black, and then this is called I'm Live, I think. But yeah, thank you. I am working on a pair of shorts. I was taking this pants pattern and turning them into shorts, which I'm currently wearing. But I don't know how it turned out. No, not coming off. Well, that's amazing. That sounds like some great polish. Oh, really? I love this pattern. It's from, well, as you know, Wardrobe by Me. I've used it a couple of times. I do recommend cutting off the pattern and using it as shorts, not doing anything else besides just cutting it off. Don't entirely recommend. But this is one of the pair of pants I've made from these, from this pattern rather. This is a brown flannel, I think it is. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty nice, pretty cool, pretty. But turning them into shorts. Well, allow me to stand up on this chair. And yeah, so we still have a waistband, so it'll be a little bit taller. And the pockets will be a little bit more in line. But yeah, the issue starts here. What is this? What happened here? Something went terribly wrong, and I don't really know. Don't know how to fix that. I guess besides adding in more fabric. The fit's okay. A little bit tighter than I thought they were going to be, which is a little bit strange as well because I don't really have this going on with these. So where did I go wrong? Let me go stare into the mirror again over here for a second and think about this. Yeah, what do I do? If the hem is rolled, what are we looking like? Can I just hide it by rolling it all? I would love that route. I would love that escape. But then it'd be really short. Anyway, yeah, welcome in, Willow. Do you sew? Are you a crafter? Do you do crafty things? I try to do crafty things, but I don't always succeed, as I just showed. Sorry, I'm still playing with the pant legs here to see if I can't like just roll it up and kind of hide it, and it still be a length that I'm okay with. The question in my head is, do I cut off the excess fabric and go with what's there, or do I try to add more on? Do I be a more on, or do I be a less on? I don't know. more often than not, I feel like the moron. But maybe I should be the less on. Ooh, I don't know about this. I just don't know. I haven't ran into this type of issue before. Is that any better? I mean, kind of. Not really. Oh no! You attempt to sew. Recently bought a Janome, nice. Hand crank, oh damn. Hand crank snapped. No! What? The first try? How strong are you? You just Hulk the thing off? How are things coming along with the creation of a Discord? Ugh. Very dust. Why you gotta ask me these questions in times of distress? It'll distress me more. Working on it. Haven't got there. Should just go there. It's basically done, but I don't really have everything I was gonna do. But I mean, let's be honest, it's gonna be like 20 people in there posting things once in a while anyway, right? Should just make it go live. You do lift weights, but only since January. Well, apparently it's working a little bit too good. No, that's cool. Well, that's unfortunate that it broke, but that's cool that you're trying. Well, I hope you can get that fixed so you can keep going with the journey. It's fun until you run into issues like me where I'm just experimenting and not knowing what I'm doing. And now I'm just a little confused on how to fix this. Even if I add fabric, you can really see the issue on the inside of the leg, but how often are people looking there? I don't think very often. Well, dang. Huh. Well. Yeah, otherwise you got a Singer heavy duty. Nice. Fair enough. Oh, and we have ads starting in a couple minutes. I'm going to snooze that once. I don't feel like playing ads right now. Thank you, Twitch. I'll at least stand here and look at myself to think about what I'm gonna do. It looks all right here, but if I were to get a little bit taller. Yeah, really did not anticipate that to happen. Of all the issues I was going to run into, that was not one that I thought about. We did not think that was gonna happen. Oh, partner. I thought you were calling me a partner. Play Stardew, nice. Finally caught you live. Yes. So great to see you. Thank you for checking in. Thanks for saying hey. Yes, would love to talk more sewing as well. Enjoy Stardew. Get some good harvests. And rummage through the trash. I hope you find some good stuff there. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. What do I do? What do I do? Yeah. What do I do? What do I do? I like the look. I just wish this wasn't happening. Look at that. The center seam here, almost perfectly lined up as well. Everything else is looking good. Just this. When I was looking at my other shorts and trying to get ideas of the lengths that I would need to do for these, I noticed that one side was longer than the other. Like the front was shorter than the back, I think. I wonder if I cut the wrong way, like I cut more off the back and not the front. I could keep going, but the only thing left is to put on the waistband. But if the whole bottom of the shorts aren't really working. If I like rolled the hem, I could cover up my initial stuff and like go way up. Do something like that. It's basically like all this section. What does it look like when I can finally get the pant like level on both sides? Oh, thank you. So kind. What do we see? Or what do we think? That's like level there. So do I just ditch that part and just go with this length instead? I'm going to quickly press this so I can see it at that length and then try them on. Once again. I'm still just so confused on how we went so wrong. Okay, ads are starting shortly. I'm going to do another quick try on. And let's see where we're at. Bada boom, bada boom. Fairy Dust, if you're still there, you said you were working on the shirt I saw. How's it going? How's the progress? How far along are you? That's not so bad. I believe I have ads shorting, starting shortly, but I think this is a little bit better. This is with the hem rolled up. So we have a bit better of like joining here, but I don't know. It's all a little wonky at the moment. It's okay. They do seem a little tight, like I was saying. I could maybe take a little bit out of a couple seams here and there if I were to redo like the inseam, but not much. Okay, we have an ad break going on. I'll be right back. Not having to undo the entire thing. Trial and error, fair enough. Hey, nice. Better ad targeting. Great. Okay. I consulted with the wife a little bit to get some ideas. Give me 1 second while I switch back out of these again. What do you say? Let's see. You're creating as you go, so it's trial and error. Ooh, wow. Just creating as you go. That's actually pretty crazy. 6 or 7 days a week? That is terrible. Well, sorry. I feel bad for you. Sorry about that. But now you get to sit and relax with me and watch me make mistakes. Isn't that nice? How lovely. That's rough. Well, best wishes to you and sending my spare energy your way. There isn't much, but I'm sending my spare. What happened? Oh, I cut out for a second. Anyway. A bit of a game plan. I think I'm just gonna keep going with the waistband. And then I'll troubleshoot the bottom later. At a different time. Different place. A different space. Oof, my cables are all messed up and so is my hair. I guess I'm not BRB anymore. Okay. So now this. Waistband. So can't believe that. So my wife's idea, which I agree with, is that I cut out the fabric from the front so that these will line up. So take out this section so that this gets shifted up, and that will hopefully help. I kind of want to try that right now, but I also don't want to mess with that. I should tackle that with a fresh mind, I think. So instead, let's play around with the waistband. Which is also something I don't like to do. And with it being mowing season, I feel like I don't get a day off. Oof. Patterns by D. Welcome in. Thank you. Yeah, I like to show what I'm doing. I have my little GoPro on my head here, so you can see my sewing progress. We have a couple different views so I can show things off. Like all the issues that I have with the shorts that I made. But here are these. And this is the pattern that I was using to make it. That is from a company called Wardrobe by Me. And yeah, I'm just figuring out, or just kind of troubleshooting an issue. I kind of eyeballed my pattern pieces for this, which, seeing your name Patterns by D makes me think you may be crawling in your skin after seeing the issues or the things that I do. But I am self-taught, and I like to kind of experiment and go off the rails a little bit from what the pattern says to do. So welcome. but I'm glad you're here. You need that headpiece. You don't judge, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's a place where there's plenty of opportunity to judge, so thank you. Yeah. Anyway, I've done a couple of things. I do have some successful projects. This is a pair of pants that I made with the same pattern that you're seeing on my table here. And yeah, mostly make garments for myself. And just kind of sharing my sewing progress as I learn and as I make things for myself. And sorry, Fairy Dust, you said, thanks for donating the energy. You would tap in your second win, but you never got the first win. Fair enough. Been there, been there. Yes, Fairy Dust says it exactly how it is. I deviate, I don't listen to instructions sometimes, or I miss an instruction, and then later question why it's happening. Not the cleanest either. Some of my cuts are all over the place, and my seams aren't the cleanest and everything, but you know what? In the end of the day, I have a good amount of garments that I am happy with, that I'm proud of, that I like, and I find sewing fun. It's a good hobby, and I see my progress. I'm slowly learning over time, so I'll get there one day, maybe. Anywho, yeah, well, that's when you look at it from afar, but when you look at it close, I didn't measure properly on the front or back legs, so this is the discrepancy on the side seams. The inseam is way off. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is basically cut out this so that the whole piece is kind of brought down, so I can match the back panels. Everything else has been okay. But something happened when I was cutting this out and measuring it in the first place that ended up being quite wrong, as you can see. I've never really had that before, but I've also never taken my pants pattern and just cut it in half to make shorts. So I guess I should have been more careful when doing that. Other than that though, I'm happy with it. I like to riff with things a little bit, so I just cut off part of it and added in this little panel of black there. I kind of end up doing like color blocking style. I guess that's what I gravitate towards currently. And I like to add little things like this is my logo, my initials. I just not hand embroider it, but I do that by myself on the machine. And yeah. So I'm working on the waistband at the moment. I'm going to ignore this issue on the inseam for a different day. There's a couple different ways I could fix it. Either add some fabric, take it away. I'm not sure what to do there yet. Thank you for your dust. I appreciate it. Yeah, most of my projects you just observe from a distance. If you look too close, then you're like, ooh, oh, oh. So don't look too close. Oh, I'm looking at a pattern for a different pattern. That's not at all what I'm doing. Okay, I didn't interface these. So what I'm going to do instead is just mark this with chalk so that I know what is the right and wrong side. There and there. And here and here. If I remember correctly, it's just piecing these together. Oh yes, another thing I just remembered. with this waistband is I adjusted the pattern pieces for the front and back to fit me a little bit better, but I did not adjust the waistband. So the center seam on the waistband, as I could probably show here, the seam for the waistband is here, but the seam for my pants is here. So I'm off like a half an inch, sometimes like an inch. And I know that's an issue, but it hasn't bothered me enough to fix it. And that's what I decided when I was doing this too. I'm like, should I fix the seam for this one? We didn't. We did not. So Dee, tell me, your patterns. Do you design your own patterns, I guess? Is that what the name is alluding to? Sewing patterns? I would love to learn, I would love to know more. Okay. Anyway, back to some sewing. Not always with chalk. Sometimes I can just we can look at the fabric and see. I can see right now actually too. I don't really know if it comes across in camera, but you can just tell when it's the back of the stitching versus the front. Sometimes it's not easy to tell, but yeah, in this instance, I'll just mark it just to be safe. Once in a while, I do proceed with caution. Most of the time I don't. Design your own clothing patterns. You also grade your own as well. Ooh, and you sell your PDF patterns on your website. Ooh, okay. I have delved into the pattern making a little bit. I tried my hand at making a shirt pattern, and I think I also tried a pants pattern. And they fit okay. They were a little bit tight in some spots, and the fit could have been better here and there. But I started by just taking my measurements and drafting it from scratch. So that was a pretty cool experience to do. But I noticed with commercial patterns, just all the markings that you get, the guidelines to line things up, at least with where I'm at, they're super helpful. So I'm just trying to stick with patterns that I know, but I think I want to go back and to make my own patterns someday. I want to keep expanding. It is fun. I enjoyed it. It was not too bad of a process. I thought it was going to be a lot more difficult than it was. Not to say it was easy, but I don't know, at least from what I was learning from, it was relatively straightforward. And yeah, I think with more practice and once I understand more, like that was already a few years ago, I think, when I was trying that. So now with having more knowledge and having sewn a little bit longer, I think it would maybe be easier for me to go back to it and try it again. Do I have the right side here? Nope. Marked it with chalk and I still don't get the right side. See, fairy dust? I mark it and I still don't know. I don't have the ability to send links in chat, but D, what is the website for your patterns? Just without the .com at the end, if you don't mind sharing. You have a lady that used to grade for me, but if you don't want to grade for your own patterns. Yeah, that would be nice. Oh no, I got cut off again. Can you try to send it without like the .com at the end or something? Twitch, I think, blurred out that end of it. Sorry, I think I have a setting so that you can't send like a link in chat. So I think it just removed it. That darn technology. Sew the left and right waistband together at the center, back seam, right side facing. Oh, I kind of did this in a backwards order, but I think it should be okay. I'm supposed to join it first in the center and then combine the two, but I'm just gonna try this way. No, don't worry. I just can't see it because Twitch removed it. But if I were to access it without typing .com at the end, what would I go to? Is it just patterns by D or something? That should still work, right? I think this will be fine. I don't see why not. Oh, true. That's a good point. Fairy dust. Can I just allow links for a second? Is that something I can do quickly? Let me look at settings real quick. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, I'll just be on the side so you can see me click through. Hello. Give me 1 second. I'm just looking through my settings here. Can I like allow you to do that? Do you stream, by the way, D? Oh my gosh, you've been following me for so long. This is your first time? Welcome in. Oh, hang on. I found it. These designs. Ooh! And look at those designs. D, oh my gosh. Wait, don't I have, nope, wrong thing. You've been so busy. So busy, yeah, you've been busy for the entire year. Hang on. I don't want that, I want this. Now will it do it? eyebrows. Yes. Look at this. Do you mind if I show this to you? Is that okay? I'm looking at these amazing creations here. Look at this stuff. This looks so good. It looks so clean, D. This is the right site, right? I assume. D, maybe you're the right person to talk to. I want to bring capes back. And I want to get into like draping some certain, like draping over the shoulder type of things. But like, look at this. I love that. It looks so good. Fancy flare dress. Wow. Very nice. I want to look at some of these other photos real quick. Yeah, I love that. Amazing. Cool. Well, I hope you don't mind that I just put you on the spot there like that, D, but very nice. Yeah, I'm thinking like, I want like a single shoulder cape to kind of be over one side. Like I see the vision. I see the vision, but I just don't know about, well, I don't know how to start. I don't know where to begin with making a cape like that. Is it simply just like getting a certain shape cut out, doing a hem around the edges, and then having like a connection point, and just, I don't know. That's one part I haven't got into yet, is draping or anything like that. So that is uncharted territory for me, but something I'd love to get into. I have ideas, so I'm just biding my time and learning where I can here and there, so that once it comes time to make something like capes, I'll be ready. Start draping on a dress form for capes. Send you a text in your age. Yes. Please do, D. I would love that. Love the blue flare dresses, or flared leg pants you saw. Yeah. Intend to crochet some flared leg pants. Ooh, that'd be amazing crocheted. Definitely have to do that fairy dust. Okay, where was I here? Yeah, we just have to press this. I think that gets pressed open. Then we start attaching this to the pants. Okay. Always press, as D says. Whoops, I didn't change this camera view. Whoops. A little behind the scenes on my buttons I press. Yes, I don't use it, but it does exist. My Instagram is Sewing with the Homies. Thank you so much, D. I see why they have you connect the center seams separately. I didn't do that, and instead of undoing it, I'm just going to make some cuts. D, look away. Don't look, D. You might not like what you see. Okay, just to press this center seam down. Actually, should I go that way? Yeah, I think I should go that way. Do it from the side. I'm so excited about this cape now. I keep thinking about it. I don't know what I'm going to put it on or how I'm going to incorporate it into like everyday wear. But I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy wearing a cape. I had some other funky ideas to like jazz up some of my other everyday stuff. All right, let me see. Did I chase D away with my cuts that I made? All right, good. No bad reactions over here. Good, good, good. Well, you did say no judgment, right? So you said no judgment. So anything you see on camera, you can't be judging now. I'll be watching for any judgments. When I have my lopsided waistband on here that looks terrible, it makes no sense for why I did it this way, and I'm blatantly doing something wrong right in front of you, no judgments. No judgments, you said. Also, thanks for the follow at the beginning of the year. I appreciate that. Okay, I could move that a little bit more. This is about to be one of those times where you can't judge me. Because, well, I showed you on the pants for how off the center seam is, and wow, it's even worse on these. Why is it worse on this? Interesting. Whoops, I went too far that time. Take it back, take it back. You'll tell me. Hey, thanks so much for stopping in, Dia. I really do appreciate it. And thanks for your insights. Thanks for the motivation for me to do a cape. I do appreciate that. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you before next year. The book is called Draping the Complete Course. Okay. I will definitely be looking into that. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next time. All right, good. Now D's gone. Now we can get back to doing these terrible blasphemous things to this poor pattern. All right, everyone. The pattern maker is gone. Disregard any instructions, and just sew things together. Hope it sticks. Oh no, it's still listening. Okay. You do receive notifications on it. Okay, good, good, good. I'll see you soon. Bye, D. Actually, looking at the patterns on that site again was kind of motivating to get back into my own pattern making. That would be fun. I should zip this up, I think. think that looks okay. That is lining up all right on the front. And we'll know it's good because, let's see. Oh yeah. The center seam for the waistband is a good like 2, maybe 3 inches away from the center seam on the back. I really do need to fix that someday, don't I? It doesn't totally matter, but I should be able to fix that. I actually think it's a little bit worse on this because I might have it the other way around. But that's right. Okay, now we attach the waistband around the seam like this. What's going on here? Hello? So what time is it? Okay. I don't know if I'm actually going to finish the waistband today. But we'll see how much we get done. Sorry, I went focus mode. Zoned out. Sometimes when I'm just working on the machine, you just get so zoned in on the seams you're doing, you just kind of forget what's going on. Hang on. I just read the rest of the message that you said, Fairy Dust. I'm gonna put on a cape so I can leap over the small anthills in a single bound. What the hell? What the hell, dude? Come on. I didn't even see I was getting roasted over there. Not donning the cape to jump over anthills. Come on. Uh-oh. Machine got stuck for a second. I was a little worried. Okay, well, as I've been doing this for like 2 hours almost. Wait, how long? Almost 2 hours. I must say, I was not really having the sojo today. Not great skills behind the sewing machine on this eve. That's what I'm looking for. All right, there's the center seam for the back, and there's the center seam for the pants, or the waistband. Way over there, way over there. Oh well. Okay, so now I think we press these up, right? Attach and do the rest. Yeah. Kind of a weird place to stop, but I think I might call it so that I can go run a couple errands that I have. This is going to take a little bit longer anyway, just because, well, we have to fix whatever the hell is going on down here. So even though we're almost done with the waistband, we are not done with these shorts, unfortunately. We lied in the stream title because, yeah, I did not anticipate this. It's a bit of an issue. Right. Yeah, if we didn't have to do this troubleshooting, I think we would have finished it, no problem. But yeah, let me do a little bit of cleanup here. Probably call it for today. I think I should be back on Thursday or maybe Friday. I don't know if I can stream all the days this week again, but we'll see. I haven't been very consistent on my schedule. And I've also been kind of thinking about doing like every other week streams, because doing this 3 times every week is fine. The only problem is that it's kind of hard to keep up with all those different sewing projects and keeping that much going for that often or that consistent. So I don't know if I'm gonna switch to like every other week or how exactly I'm gonna go about that. But a conversation for a different day. Let me just untangle myself from my cables if I can. All right, well, we got more progress. We at least have everything together. We have a waistband on it that is not done yet. But now we just have to figure out what to do with the bottom. So I'm happy with the progress. Sad to see the mistake, but gives us a learning opportunity and maybe a chance to get a little crafty, a little creative with it. So we'll see what happens. But I didn't want to just like change it right away, because yeah, this will take a little bit of doing to correct. And I have to figure out which way I want to go about doing it. So, thanks for your time, everybody. I hope you had a nice stream. Hope you got some crafting progress done on your own if you're watching along. And yeah, I guess we'll see you next time. We'll see you either Thursday or Friday, maybe both. Don't know, we'll see. But until next time, bye. See you everyone.